Hey, Algebra 2, here's these infamous Venn diagram problems. So, the most important question that I get asked, and this is a good thing that you're asking this question, is how do I know that it's a Venn diagram problem? You always know it's a Venn diagram problem when there's any sort of overlap where people would be counted in could be counted into two different categories. So for instance, there's 50 teachers that showed up for the last staff meeting, 12 are social studies teachers, and 20 taught on the third floor. Well, couldn't a social studies teacher teach on the third floor as well? And as a matter of fact, it says yes, 75% of the social studies teachers teach on the third floor. So that means there is some overlap. So we know we have to make this Venn diagram where this would be the overlap. And also, when you can, you always start with that overlap. So it says 75% of the social studies teachers. So that's 0.75 times the number of social studies teachers, which is 12. And so what you get is that there are 9 social studies teachers who teach on the third floor, so we put a 9 right here. It says 12 were social studies teachers, so if we decide this side is social studies, then we know that this would need to be a 3, so that together, all the social studies teachers together are 12. And also we know that there's 20 on the third floor, so we need to say all of this should add up to 20, which make this 11. So when it says what's the probability that a teacher randomly selected from the staff meeting is a social studies teacher or on the third floor, then we would include these people, and these people. So it's 3 plus 9 plus 11, which is 23. But we have to put that out of the total. So it's 23 out of 50, which is 0.46. Alright, now some people get confused by the Venn diagram, and some people get confused by what I'm about to tell you. So just choose whichever way makes the most sense. So if we want to get rid of the whole Venn diagram thing altogether, we can say we still start with the overlap. What would be the overlap? So 0.75 times the number of social studies teachers is still 9. And so we know that if we just added 12 plus 20, which is 32, that means we're double counting these 9 teachers because those 9 teachers were a part of this and they were a part of this. So in order to not double count them, we just have to take them away so that we're single counting them. So we subtract 9, and either way we get 23, which we have to put out of 50, and again we get 0.46. Nothing is really any different. So choose the way that makes the most sense for you, and that's what you can use on the test.